Hi everybody, welcome to my workshop. Got this in the post the other day. Yep, it's going to be my first time of using it. So without ado, let's open this bad boy up. Here, Clint. Is that an eyelash? Thought it was going to smell of something. Because I sworn it smelt waxy on my friend's one, but maybe not. So, let's give this a go. And by the way, this is a bit of birch, silver birch that I had come down, found it in a forest. I think it only just come down not so long ago. Yeah, no sporting or anything on it, but it looked a nice piece, so I grabbed it. It's been just sat in my wood pile for best part of a year, probably over a year actually now, and yeah, I was surprised how dry it was really. I turned it and it was absolutely, well, felt absolutely bone dry. So been told to put a sort of liberal coating of this over. One man's liberal might be a different man's liberal, I don't know. I'll probably do it. So let's see what she does. Certainly feel it bite. I do have some slight concerns about it. We will see, because obviously I've only just started. But that is, it's really sort of coloured it up yellow, and I was actually hoping to sort of try and keep this piece fairly white looking, but hey ho. Feeling good. Gotta say, it is very smooth already. Page tissue. Well, what can I say? Extremely good at doing the job it's supposed to do. I mean, that is absolutely gorgeous and smooth. It's actually brought out the grain in it. It's not what I had planned, but as they say, plans always change, don't they? And I think this one probably just has. I think it's now just going to be a plain simple self-coloured. Although I have got some fairly, I think I went down to about 240 on the sanding pad. I used my rotary one that I made up after everybody else had been making them up. I made one up, and with it spinning, it seems to have created very fine sort of spiral looking marks in the wood. Now I'm hoping that this is going to get rid of them. I can still see them, although you have to look pretty hard. But all in all, yeah, probably won't use the spiral one if I'm going to do something like this. But it's certainly as smooth, you can actually feel the coating on it. So I'll keep working on it for a minute. Just while I'm doing this, I'm just trying to think of what I can possibly do. I think I have heard mention of terps or some form of spirit or alcohol base to get rid of the wax, which would actually enable you to then, I believe, lacquer, maybe paint over top of. I actually had a plan for this bowl, and that was to use some lace that I got from a craft shop. Well, it's not exactly lace, it looks like a lace pattern out of a material, and it's about inch wide. My thoughts initially was that I was going to put it on here with some, I was going to spray some like mountain spray on the back of the lace, wrap it around, hold it there, mask off where I don't want any paint to go, and then spray it so that there's a, when I pulled it off, hopefully there'd be like a black rim with a lace pattern around it. I haven't done that as yet. I'm not too sure if I'm going to do it on this now because of Yorkshire grip, because I can all feel it's actually quite a waxy sort of surface to it still. Don't know what I've got in the way of a liquid that might be able to take that off. I do have some methylated spirits. Yeah. I've got some methylated spirits up here. Well, it's not going to do any harm, so let's get some of that on here. So I don't actually know what I'm doing. This is just like most things that I do, to be honest, trial and error. Mainly error. Let's put the lid on this. So many times I've put this on top of the lathe, or bottles on top of the lathe, forgot to put the lid on, oil's dropped over the bag. So I'm pretty good at doing that. Looks like it's taking off the waxiness. I think it is. It's hard to tell because, to be honest, the Yorkshire grip does such a good job of actually sanding it to a very fine finish. You get that natural sheen anyway. So, to be fair, although it looks shiny, I think that's just the finish and not actually any wax that's left on here, any residue. I mean, it's heating up quite well. Well, I don't think it is taking it off. So we might just have a go at trying and put that lace on there.
I can find what I've done with my mountain spray.
So anyway, verdict is it works very well as advertised. Certainly does cut down on sanding. Don't know what that was, it just fell down out there. So anyway, there we go. My review of Yorkshire grit does what it says on the tin. It's an abrasive paste. Works very well. So give it a bash if you haven't already.